Hi, I am Anna. I come from www.ntvforex.com. Major European Manufacturing PMI hint that region on course for recovery analysis. http ntvforex.com News ID 0FD23D 8/3/2020 10:05:58 AM. Notes Observations. Most major July final PMI readings revised higher. Germany, France, Eurozone, Italy all beat expectations. Ento expansion territory. UK missed but remains in expansion territory. Fitch fired a warning shot regarding US sovereign rating. Asia. China July Caixin Manufacturing PMI registered its third straight expansion and highest since January 2011, 52.8 v 51.1 e. Japan July Final PMI Manufacturing revised higher but still confirmed its 15 months of contraction, 45.2 v 42.6 prelim. Japanese Q1 Final GDP unrevised and slightly better than expectations, QoQ 0.6% v 0.7% EOY 2.2% v 2.8% e. Australia July Final PMI Manufacturing was revised higher and confirmed its second month of expansion, 54.0 v 53.4 prelim. Coronavirus. Total global cases 18,019,472, 4.5% from Friday. Death toll 688.4 k, 2.4% from Friday. Victoria State, Australia to close retail stores from midnight Wed August 6 and would make more announcements over the next few days. Would not close supermarkets, banks and post offices. State reported new coronavirus cases of 429 v 671 prior. White House medical advisor Brick's disease was extraordinarily widespread across the country and a greater threat than when the outbreak first began. Europe. Italy government said to pass 2.03.0 b in measures to increase consumption. Measures would include discounts on clothes and domestic appliances purchases made via electronic payments by December 31. Government may approve decree on the measures at a cabinet meeting this week. Trade Secretary Truss said to meet the USTR in Washington for third round of talks on Monday, August 3, and Tuesday, August 4. Americas. Fitch revised United States sovereign rating outlook from stable to negative, affirms AAA rating. Fed's cash carry dove, FOMC voter. U.S. economy could benefit if the country were to lock down really hard for 4-6 weeks. Noted economy would only be allowed to have robust recovery if the coronavirus were brought under control. White House Chief of Staff Meadows U.S. to hold election on November 3. White House stated that remained at an impasse over coronavirus bill. President Trump to take action in coming days over Chinese software firms that are deemed national security threats. Energy. Easing of the OPEC production cuts begin in August. Speakers fixed income FX commodities erratum. Equities. Indices STOXX 6000 0.37% at 357.64, FTSE 0.12% at 5890.75, DAX 1.13% at 12,452.95, CAC 40 0.30% at 4,797.92, IBEX 35 0.69% at 6,830.00, FTSE MIB 0.11% at 19,071.50, SME 0.79% at 10,084.74, S&P 500 futures 0.20%. Market focal points. Key themes. European indices open mixed and failed to gain direction as the session progressed. Materials and energy among best performing sectors. Underperforming sectors lead by financials and consumer discretionary. GlaxoSmithKline and Sanofi award contract for 300M vaccines from EU. Siemens Healthineers to merge with Varian Medical. Nordex enters agreement to sell European development portfolio to RWE. Reportedly TikTok owners to relocate to London. Hammerson confirms is considering disposal of stake in via. Earnings expected in the upcoming U.S. session include Hokatiev, Loos, and Noble Energy. Equities. Consumer discretionary post-NLP NL.NL 9% earnings, Carnival plc CCL.UK 4% cruises update, Heineken Hea.NL 2% earnings. Financials HSBC HSBA.UK 4% earnings, Senior PLC SNR.UK 10% earnings. Healthcare GlaxoSmithKline GSK.UK 1%, Sanofi SAN.FR 1% vaccine deal with EU, Siemens Healthineers SHL.DE 5% merger. Industrials Nordex NDX1.DE 15% potential divestment, MTU Aero Engines MTX.DE 8% earnings speakers. German Finminschall said to opposes extension of VAT reduction. Japan Econ Min Nishimura stated that GDP would return to pre-COVID levels in FY 21-22 next fiscal year. Currencies fixed income. USD was retracing from recent losses that were endured due to anxiety about pandemic toll on US economy. The greenback managed to firm in the session despite Fitch's warning shot across the bow on the US deficit front. Fitch Ratings revised its outlook on the United States AAA rating to negative from stable. Dealers noted that USD was undergoing some profit-taking aided by a recovery in the 10-year Treasury yield. EUR/USD moved off its recent 2-year highs after testing above 1.19 on Friday. Dealers viewed the retracement as profit-taking after the July surge in the pair. Cross at 1.1775 area just ahead of mid-session trading. Economic data. RU Russia July PMI Manufacturing 48.4 v 50.2 e 15th straight contraction. SE Sweden July PMI Manufacturing 51.0 v 50.5 e first expansion in 5 months. CH Swiss July CPI 0.2% v 0.4% EYY 0.9% v 1.2% ECPI Core YY 0.4% v 0.7% E. CH Swiss July CPI EU Harmonized 0.1% v 0.1% prior YY 1.2% v 1.3% prior. NL Netherlands July Manufacturing PMI 47.9 v 45.2 prior fourth straight contraction. WHO Hungary July Manufacturing PMI 50.8 v 50.5 e first expansion in 5 months. PL Poland July PMI Manufacturing 52.8 v 50.0 e first expansion in 21 months and highest since July 2018. ES Spain July Manufacturing PMI 53.5 v 52.3 e first expansion in 5 months. CH Swiss July PMI Manufacturing 49.2 v 50.0 e 17th month of contraction. CZ Czech Republic July PMI Manufacturing 47.0 v 49.8 e 20th month of contraction. TH Thailand July Business Sentiment Index 42.9 v 38.5 prior. IT Italy July Manufacturing PMI 51.9 v 51.2 e first expansion in 21 months. FR France July Final Manufacturing PMI 52.4 v 52.0 e confirmed second straight expansion. De Germany July Final Manufacturing PMI v 50.0 e confirmed first expansion in 19 months. EU Eurozone July Final Manufacturing PMI 51.8 v 51.1 e confirmed first expansion in 18 months. GR Greece July Manufacturing PMI 48.6 v 49.4 prior. No Norway July PMI Manufacturing 43.3 v 48.8 prior. CH Swiss weekly total site deposits 693.7 billion Swiss francs v 692.6 b prior. Domestic site deposits 625.5 b v 622.5 b prior. UK July Final Manufacturing PMI 53.3 v 53.6 e confirms second month of expansion. ZA South Africa July Manufacturing PMI 51.2 v 52.8 e third month of expansion. De Denmark July PMI survey 57.4 v 53.1 prior. Fixed income issuance. None seen. Looking ahead. ZA South Africa July NAMSA vehicle sales YY no ESTV 30.7% prior. UR Ukraine Central Bank July minutes. RO Romania July International Reserves no ESTV 40.3 b prior. IT Italy July budget balance no ESTV 21.0b prior. RU Russia Central Bank quarterly monetary report. 0530 to Germany to sell 4.0b in 6-month BU bills. 0530 NL Netherlands Debt Agency DSTA to sell 3-month and 9-month bills. 0530 ZA South Africa announces details of upcoming IL bond sale held on Fridays. 0600 IL Israel to sell bonds. 0645 US daily Libor fixing. 0700 in India announces data. 0725 BR Brazil Central Bank Weekly Economists Survey. 0800 CZ Czech July budget balance CZK no ESTV 195.2b prior. 0800 UK Daily Baltic Dry Bulk Index. 0800 ES Spain Debt Agency Tesoro announcement of size on upcoming issuance. 0830 CL Chile June Economic Activity Index Monthly GDP no ESTV 3.4% prior YY 16.1% EV 15.3% prior Economic Activity X Morning YY no ESTV 17.0% prior. 0850 FR France Debt Agency AF to sell 5.87.0b in 3-month, 6-month, and 12-month bills 3 tranches. 0900 BR Brazil July PMI Manufacturing no ESTV 51.6 prior. 0900 SG Singapore July Purchasing Managers Index 49.0 EEV 48.0 prior Electronics Sector Index no ESTV 47.6 prior. 0945 US July Final Market Manufacturing PMI 51.3 EV 51.3 prelim. 0945 EU ECB Weekly QE Bond Buying Update. 1000 US July ISM Manufacturing 53.5 EV 52.6 prior ISM Prices Paid 52.0 EV 51.3 prior. 1000 US June Construction Spending 1.0% EV 2.1% prior. 1000 MX Mexico June Total Remittances $3.2 BV $3.4 billion prior. 1000 MX Mexico Central Bank Economist Survey. 1030 MX Mexico July PMI Manufacturing no ESTV 38.6 prior. 1100 CO Colombia July PMI Manufacturing no ESTV 54.7 prior. 1130 US Treasury to sell 13-week and 26-week bills. 1200 IT Italy New Car Registrations YY no ESTV 23.1% prior. 1230 US Fed S Bullard. 1300 US Fed S Barkin. 1300 MX Mexico July IMEF Manufacturing Index 44.0 EV 42.0 prior Non-Manufacturing Index 45.1 EV 42.5 prior. 1400 CO Colombia Central Bank July Minutes. 1400 BR Brazil July Trade Balance no ESTV $7.5 billion prior Total Exports no ESTV $17.9 billion prior Total Imports no ESTV 10.5 B prior. 1400 US Fed S Evans holds roundtable on the economic outlook. 1600 US Weekly Crop Progress Report. 1900 KR South Korea CPI 0.1% EV 0.2% prior YY 0.4% EV 0.0% prior CPI Core YY 0.7% EV 0.6% prior. 1930 Australia ANZ Roy Morgan Weekly Consumer Confidence Index no ESTV 89.0 prior. 1930 JP Japan July Tokyo CPI YY 0.3% EV 0.3% prior CPI X Fresh Food YY 0.2% EV 0.2% prior CPI X Fresh Food Energy YY 0.35 EV 0.4% prior. 1950 JP Japan N July Monetary Base no ESTV 565.2 T prior. 2000 Australia July Core Logic House Price Index no ESTV 0.8% prior. 2001 IE Ireland July PMI Manufacturing no ESTV 51.0 prior. 2130 Australia June trade balance $8.8 BV $8.0 B prior exports 4% EV 4% imports 3% EV 6% prior. 2130 Australia June retail sales 2.4% EV 2.4% prelim QQ 3.2% EV 0.7% prior. 2330 HK Hong Kong to sell 3-month, 6-month, and 12-month bills. 2335 JP Japan to sell 10-year JGB bonds. Subscribe our channel to receive the news as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. If you want to read real-time news, text messages to MT5 Expert Advisors page at https://mt5.expert.advisors.